Hiya! Hiya!
Hiya!
Hiya!
Hiya!
Hiya! Hiya! Hiya! Okay, you guys are off. I'm sorry. You're making them sound different. They need to sound exactly the same.
You're right. Yeah,
Okay. Let's start again from the top. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rough Cuts.
Yeah.
Hiya, everybody.
Hiya.
Dogs, they're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
Get ready for the thrill ride of the year. The Three Ninjas are back.
Let's rock!
Teamed with the ultimate ally, Hulk Hogan.
Teamwork!
They're power-packed partners, pumping with pure energy.
You want a piece of me? Come and get it.
Hulk Hogan, Lonnie Anderson, Jim Varney. Three Ninjas, high noon at Mega Mountain.
Let's have some fun.
Hiya, everybody. Hi, I'm your host, Ilian, held here against my will by my good co-host and friend, Boix, and our special guest,
Yeah.
Kobuddy.
It's me. I'm Kobuddy.
Hey, this one's not my fault.
God! You thought the intro was going to be just me yelling at you, which it kind of was, because I yelled a lot of hi-yas. But you do deserve to be yelled at.
And you were punching me while you were saying it, so that's true.
I wish.
I will fall slightly on the sword on this one. I did pick this.
No, okay, but hold up. You say that you picked this, but what it was is Boix found like he found two movies that were such obvious, horrible, terrible dog shit. There's no way that you'd pick them. And then he goes,
That's not fair. The whole list is terrible dog shit.
Or we could watch Three Ninjas, not a dog movie, just because, I don't know, I've wanted to do it over and over and over, and Ilian is too busy to actually interrupt this conversation, so
Right, okay, but you had 2 days to respond. This is clearly your fault.
You do. Yesterday, my day was getting up at 9 a.m. to drive 2 hours to go to work and getting home at 12:30 and then working till 3 a.m.
Yeah, so clearly,
I didn't have time to respond. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some days you gotta get up, fight three ninjas, and then get back. I understand it's a long drive.
Yeah, in hindsight, Boix did describe these movies as Dog Turns Into Man, Robot Dog Michael J. Fox, and Hulk Hogan Pee-wee Ninja Theme Park.
Yeah, and there were no dogs in that description, yeah.
Which, yeah, that should have been a hint, I guess.
Wait, he said Hulk Hogan Pee-wee Ninja Theme Park? Where's Pee-wee?
I said Pee-wee, but I meant Ernest. Ernest is better, to be fair. Yeah.
Honestly, they should have replaced Hulk Hogan with Pee-wee Herman.
Yeah, that would have been way better, too, actually.
Yeah, if we did Pee-wee Ernest Ninja Theme
or if they
Park,
did, like,
that would be
Roddy Piper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Well, listen, we're talking about huge upgrades to this movie, then yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're talking about much better theoretical movies that exist in some other alternate universe.
Oh my god, send me to, like, Earth 606, where we have the... instead of Ernest and Hulk Hogan, we have Pee-wee and Roddy Piper in this.
Now that would be a movie. Yeah. Now we're
Holy
talking.
shit. I just want to see, like, the 20-minute fight scene between Pee-wee and fucking Roddy Piper in the back of an alley. Put on these sunglasses! Which does fit this movie, because what the fuck were with the sunglasses?
They were incognito!
They were covert. Yeah, when you put on sunglasses, nobody knows who you are anymore. That's why so many bland white people have their profile pictures themselves with sunglasses. So you don't know.
You find these kids and maybe I'll let you live. They were last seen over at the avalanche ride. Hey, this is a covert operation.
Why?
Put on your glasses.
They were the like worst wraparounds that I've ever seen.
Oh man,
They were pretty bad.
Let's talk about this film.
All right, so it was Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain, which is a Western movie set in the year 1998. Wait.
What?
And in this movie, they have Western shootouts, and then the kids ride off into the sunset. That's High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Yeah, why is it High Noon?
Actually, yeah, why is
I don't
it
know.
High Noon?
I don't know.
You bring up a good point, Boyks. Why is it High Noon?
Why does Ernest tell everyone to put on their sunglasses when they're doing the terrorism, and then they walk out into the sunlight, and then he immediately removes his sunglasses?
They take
like,
off the sunglasses?
10
Yeah.
seconds later.
He's like a reverse vampire, you know? He needs to look into the sun.
Okay, so
He's a daywalker.
what you're saying is that he's Blade, and the rest of his team is regular vampires, so he's
Yeah,
allowed to
yeah.
have them off, but everyone else needs to.
He's Blade, and they're just Draculas. Yes. Yeah. See, it makes sense if you think about it.
We're getting much better theoretical movies again.
I don't know. Wesley Snipes as that character would have been great. Anyway, so Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain. Mega Mountain is a theme park.
Yeah.
So the cover of this movie shows Hulk Hogan in Zardaw's underwear with his junk hanging out. Three ninjas and then a theme park. So what happens in this movie? There's Hulk Hogan, three ninjas. Fuck, we have to write a script for this thing, don't we? Oh,
And a theme park. That's the script. That's it. That's
That's
kind
as
of
far as
this
they got.
movie.
You would think it would write itself, to be honest, but
Well, it did. This feels like it wrote itself.
you know what? That's
We were talking about how it feels like a Kojima movie. And you know what? Kind of does.
Man, the writer's strike has gotten really bleak.
Yeah. So, you said this is the second Three Ninjas movie?
No, this is the
I'm pretty sure
fourth.
it's
This is
fourth.
the fourth Three Ninjas movie. There are 4 of these.
And the thing that makes this different than Surf Ninjas is that there's 3 of them.
Yes. And it's worse.
But there were 3 Surf Ninjas also, so
This one apparently also commercially bombed.
yeah.
I am not sure that Surf Ninjas commercially succeeded, but
that one at least had a Game Gear, right? I mean,
yeah,
and in the Game Gear they killed cops in a video game sequence. This movie couldn't even do that. Wow.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, no.
The reason why we're avoiding talking about this movie, just to really reiterate it for a moment here, is that I'm editing this week, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be good. I have a very short amount of time to edit in. I'm really busy right now. So I'm gonna write down every timestamp so that I know exactly when anything that we can use happens. I have a blank sheet of paper in front of me.
This was definitely a movie in which I didn't zone out for like a good 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, we had to ask if Kobuddy was still here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Kobuddy came back for the recording. I'm gonna be honest.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, you could have just left. Anyway, Three Ninjas. So these very white children, as was. sorry. As was the thing at the time. Are ninjas. The last ninja. The only ninjas left in all of Nebraska, I think. There were kids wearing Nebraska sweaters at the theme park.
whose grandfather is very much not a white man.
Whose grandfather of the very white parents is very Asian. Yes.
Yeah, Victor Wong, the man from Big Trouble in Little China.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he's their grandpa, so he teaches them how to do ninja stuff.
Yeah.
Mainly, he kicks their ass for fun and then laughs about it.
It was pretty funny, to be fair. You do have to admit, it was pretty funny.
Because the movie opens up with the training montage of them getting their ass kicked in the dark, because they never learned how to fight in the dark. And their grandpa doesn't teach them how to fight in the dark. He just kicks their ass.
Well, his teaching there is he goes, "Oh, you all passed because the lesson was that I could kick the shit out of you."
And you need to learn humility about getting beat up by an elderly man.
Yep, that was it. That's literally the lesson. You all passed. Congratulations.
You got your ass kicked. I'm here to kick ass and chew granola. Good thing for you, I got plenty of granola.
You gotta stop making this into a Rowdy Roddy Piper thing. It's not that good. It's not that good.
Anyway, they're talking about how they're going to be ninjas for the rest of their life, and their 15-year-old brother's like, "No, I'm 15 now. I'm too cool to play ninja."
I'm 15. Summers are starting to be important to me now.
And we can tell he's 15 because he has swimsuit posters in his bedroom, as we see later.
He's got like a Baywatch knockoff poster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got some like Sears catalog softcore porn all over his room.
Yeah. He's 15. And the youngest kid, by the way, all the kids have nicknames. They don't go by their real names. They go by Colt, Rocky, and Tum Tum, which is not close to their names at all.
No. Oh god, what were their real names?
That's going by like Boy Zillion or Kobuddy. Like, ugh.
Okay, wait. I've looked it up. So there's Samuel, Jeffrey, and Michael. Also, just a minute. Their last name is Douglas. So
Douglas.
Michael Douglas, Jeffrey Douglas, and Samuel Douglas.
Huh. Yeah, they should stick with Rocky, Tum Tum, and Colt. Yeah, those are better. God. The youngest kid, who's like 6, is named Tum Tum.
Yes.
They get to name themselves, I guess. So
I'm thinking so. And this is the 4th movie, as it turns out.
Yeah, I guess.
I was very confused when we started with like a fucking training montage, because at the time I was completely unaware that this was one in a series.
I know the first movie's on YouTube, and it will be forever as long as nobody ever tells anyone else.
I have a quick question actually for Kobuddy. When were you born again?
1994.
Yeah, there we go. That explains all of this exactly.
Well, because there was a big 90s craze of just 3 white kids being ninjas. All of those movies. There's so many movies about white kids being ninjas.
Again, this got 3 sequels. Like, this is a big film series. There was so many knockoffs of this, too. Like you said, like Surf Ninjas.
Yeah. And it's all Karate Kid's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a big thing. Anyways, Tum Tum is watching television, and on the TV is Star Force 5, the Dave Dragon show.
Dave Dragon!
Go, Dave Dragon, go! Which is like a Power Rangers knockoff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's just kind of a bad Power Rangers knockoff.
And at the end of the episode, Dave Dragon comes out to talk to the kids about a very serious topic, and that's drugs. Kids, have you done heroin? and then Pee-wee walks out, he's like, kids, this is crack.
This is crack.
What? If it was realistic, he would have done that. But no, Dave comes out, he's like, by the way, our show's getting canceled because all you little rotten kids don't watch enough of it.
Yeah, you little shits don't watch Dave Dragon enough, so we're leaving. You don't deserve Dave Dragon.
And we're doing one last live show to send it all off at Mega Mountain later today. You have to show up today, or else Dave Dragon's gone forever. It's your fault, child.
Otherwise, Dave Dragon dies for real.
Oh man, I would love to watch the public execution of Dave Dragon.
I mean,
we almost did. Had it.
Yeah, we almost did.
He did get that whole crowd of people shot. That was pretty interesting.
He sure did.
I feel like there's going to be a trial after this, and Dave Dragon's not going to end up looking very good.
Man, the only thing that can fight a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a fist.
But those don't work against guns until they do.
They don't work against guns until they do.
Until they do, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, at the same time, Ernest from the Ernest series is on a boat offshore with a crew of gang members all putting AK-47s incorrectly into duffel bags.
Oh my god.
By the way, as we later learn, I assumed Ernest was like the main villain, like the leader of this pack. That was not the case.
No, he's the Goonie.
Well, he was, but then he also wasn't. He was obviously the leader, but then he just kind of exits.
He's like King Dipshit.
I guess. Yeah? I don't know. Like, he's very obviously set up as the leader of the group and does all the orders, but then there's this woman named Medusa who kind of just takes over slowly, but not in like a way that she betrays him or anything like that. It's just like this weird slow evolution of everybody just slowly starts taking more and more orders from her as she seems to be kind of the most competent one. And he kind of exits the film like 30 minutes prior to the end for no apparent reason.
Yeah, he kind of just left, huh?
He did just leave, yeah. Well, sort of. All those cops did shoot him in a circle all at once, one at a time, yeah.
In any case, all of them inject nanobots into their bloodstreams and then dive underneath the facility so they can go in.
Because they're planning an attack on the theme park. Yes.
Yeah. So they go in through like this underground water entrance they have at the theme park from the ocean.
Yeah.
So, they have to make sure that they've got their nanobots in so that their blood stays warm enough as they go through. And you have
a 10-minute cutscene about how nanomachines work in the blood.
Yeah. You have the whole crew of like various villains that you're going to have to fight, like Medusa and Lothar, and then also Big Dawg, and Big Dawg. Remember
Big Dawg and Big Dawg 2, yeah.
Yes, Big Dawg and Big Dawg. And then
a dog movie, yeah.
Zed Bulow and CJ or Carl? Fuck, what was their name? I remember Zed and Bulow.
It was Larry, Moe, and Curly Joe.
Yeah, I'll be real. I only remember Medusa's name because she was fucking called Medusa. For no reason.
But yeah, they ride jet skis, they go scuba diving, they like torch cut a... Man, this whole thing's very stupid.
Yep.
And at the same time, the Dave Dragon show's going on at Mega Mountain. I guess.
Yeah, I should clarify too. This is like... It constantly hard cuts between like the teenagers and these terrorists.
Correct.
Like just one after another, no salty or anything.
And it's a bit of like it's a bit of a whiplash in tone.
Until the two like plots start clashing, it feels like it's two separate fucking movies.
Well, it really doesn't help that the kids are all like, ooh, let's have a cool birthday celebration. Oh, I'm going to go with my girlfriend. Oh, boy, like, we're going to have so much fun on all these rides. And it's like this bright, sunny day in the summer that they're doing this. And then it hard cuts to this underground water facility.
At night.
So, like, where it's just dark as shit and everything's wet and cold. And, like, it's just, everything about it is wildly different. As far as that AK scene too, just putting it in wrong, there's some dumb fuck. I just have to mention this because you mentioned putting it in, but like just to explain, they're packing in guns and gear to like go into their assault, and they've got a duffel bag and they're putting in all of the weapons and equipment and stuff, and then they get a rifle and they put it in lengthwise across the width of it. And then
it's sticking out. Yeah.
So it's just sticking all the way out, like half of it is out. And the guy looks at it for a second, and then just zips it up as far as he can until the barrel's just sticking out. And it's like, just turn the fucking, goddamn it.
It's a covert operation, so nobody knows they have guns. Yeah. Yeah. And anyway, the terrorists attack the theme park by systematically murdering every person who runs a ride.
Yeah, every employee at Might Mountain or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah, Mega Mountain.
Mega Mountain.
They kill all the employees one by one, and then replace them like doppelgangers, like pod people.
With very inconspicuous people wearing shades.
Yeah, they're wearing shades. You can't tell that they're evil.
Okay,
they don't look suspicious if they're wearing shades.
Whoa, hold up. We are talking, looking at all of those people, this is the one part that was kind of believable. The minute they put on their shades, I guess, I'm starting to come around to the shades. Because if you've ever been to a state fair and seen the carnies and ride operators, they all have those shades.
That's like going to a Journey show and trying to find your dad who's balding.
Right? Exactly. Like, it's the perfect
It's like
disguise.
a real life Where's Waldo? Yeah, I can't find him. Yeah.
Like shitty $5 wraparound shades and they're operating rides? Man, they're fucking invisible.
Hey, come on. You're not wrong, though. But after they take out the mainframe by telling everybody to stay quiet and then shooting very loudly over themselves talking, because fucking Jim just can't hold it together. Man.
Oh my god, I love that one of the things they do... So they're shooting up all of the computers, but only specific computers, because the one guy is also hacking them. One person is hacking them with a keyboard, and another person is hacking them with gun.
Yeah.
God, dude, the person that's hacking it with gun also, looks at it, removes the case, and then shoots it. Just to make sure. You know what I mean?
But he just shoots the RAM card.
Oh,
That's all he shoots.
But the best part is, it's you could just... I don't think that the case was going to stop the bullet.
No. But Bob Marley hacker is the one that hacks all the cameras and the rides in the facility. Because they have a mainframe that connects every ride together into one computer, so everything can fail at the same time. Because that's great engineering design. What the fuck?
Should we mention one of the fun things about this? You just mentioned the Bob Marley, Jamaican stereotype hacker. Should we go over, the various villains that we see in this? Because they've got a diverse crew.
They do. They do. Yeah, if you want to go for it, go for it.
So, from what I remember, if anybody can correct me, they have the Jamaican hacker. They have Cletus and his twin brothers as the, nephews of Medusa.
Yeah, one of them looks like the guy from Mighty Boosh.
Yeah. They have, these redneck nephews. They have a guy who's wearing a military hat, an eye patch, and he came out of Street Fighter. This dude looks like fucking Sagat. It's just incredible. They have that dude in there. Jim Varney is this slicked back, he looks like he's from Die Hard. He has this big scar across his eye and everything. They have Medusa, who starts out as a nun, but then strips down to become a dominatrix, where she's wearing heels and leather and fishnets. We have a bunch of Hawaiian shirt, two Hawaiian shirt guys that look like they're maybe Haitian. Then we end up in the end having a team of 20 ninjas, literal ninjas. They got a real crew going.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
pretty powerful.
It's all run by the dominatrix. So actually, we were talking earlier about how Ernest, Jim Varney, was supposed to be the leader, and then it slowly went more and more towards Medusa. And I noticed at the same time, Medusa became more and more covered in leather as that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then got a whip, and then, I'm just saying.
She kind of just gets more leathery in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention that she's disguised as a nun during the takeover.
Oh, right! I
did just mention that. I mentioned that she was a nun, and then she slowly strips and becomes a dominatrix.
Yeah, a nun turning into a dominatrix, yeah. But specifically as a nun, they go up to the security office, and she's like, "Hi, I'm here with my crew of gang members from the church."
The Church of Perpetual Motion.
Yeah. That was a good joke, actually. That one was okay. My bar's real low for this movie, so that was one of the best things about it.
And anyways, they take over the park, and their plan is to blackmail the billionaire who owns the park out of his money, or else they'll start killing hostages one by one and breaking all the rides at the park, which kills them, so that it's known as Murder Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
ruin his reputation.
Let's go, buddy. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, specifically, they were gonna make it so that the rides would start killing people.
Yes.
So it would be blamed on him, and he would get a bunch of lawsuits, ignoring the fact that, like, there's probably a dozen some odd, witnesses and people they've knocked out.
Well, no, they killed all the staff.
I feel like that would just raise more questions.
I was gonna say, I feel like this would not cause less problems for their plan. Yeah.
No, their concern's not with people dying, it's the lawsuit. He doesn't want to get sued. He doesn't care about anybody dying. Yeah, he's rich.
Oh, sure.
Why would he care? Yeah.
You'd think that an investigation would maybe discover that it might not be his fault, considering the terrorist takeover of his park? Who knows?
I don't know. Anyway, they also dart Dave Dragon.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the kids were going to get an autograph from him after the show, and they saw it happen. So now they're witnesses to the crime. So they must die.
I want to point out, wait, why do they dart Dave Dragon? He's an actor.
Because Hulk Hogan has stopped billing.
He's just a television actor. And, the answer is literally that nobody in this universe understands what an actor is. And they all think that he's literally Dave Dragon, including Dave Dragon.
I was about to say, I don't think Dave Dragon understands that he's an actor either.
No.
No, he's superhero Dave Dragon. Yeah, what do you mean?
Man.
Actor? No, he just does that shit for real. Yeah, I don't what? He's so into it that he's like, I would love to punch these bullets out of the air, but I'm only Dave Dragon.
And then he punches the bullets out of it.
Then he does it anyway, so it doesn't matter. God damn it. Okay, and the kids get away after a fight scene which is only there to pad the movie.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fight scenes in this movie.
We do learn about that one of the kids, Tum Tum, has superpowers.
That's true.
This fight.
Yeah, what's the superpower?
That he can just fucking teleport like Nightcrawler.
Bamf. Bamf.
Bamf.
He doesn't say Bamf, though. He says Hiya.
Hiya.
Ha.
Ya.
Ya. Oh, God.
Hiya. 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 Hiya.
I'm surprised nobody Colossus screams.
Fucking tired of that. I got so goddamn tired. I will say, you're both saying that it's to pad the movie, but the fight choreography and stuff is probably the best part of this, which is
it just goes
sad
on for
to say.
very long.
Yeah,
sure.
The issue is they have a checklist of which rides they need to show, and then they go down the checklist.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Okay, being fair, this is later on during the movie, but if it was in any other movie, that roller coaster set piece would have been awesome, and you know it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say you're saying that it's the problem, and I think that it is very brave of you, Boyks, to mention that there is a problem with this movie.
It's the only one. Yeah, the only one.
The only one, yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
just like how the only bad thing Hulk Hogan did was open Pastamania.
Oh yeah,
Pastamania.
The only problem with Hulk Hogan, the only one.
Look, brother, you open Pastamania in the Mall of America, and that's a great idea. Kids love Chef Boyardee pasta for twice the price.
For $30, yeah.
Yeah, kids love that shit. That's right, brother, Pastamania. I can't mention Hulk Hogan without mentioning Pastamania. It's just it's the thing. I can't.
The one thing he's known for. Everybody knows Hulk Hogan from Pastamania. That's why that's how he developed his whole persona, right? Like,
yeah, is Pastasona. Yeah.
He went, wait, Pastamania. What if I got really big off of the pasta and I became a Hulk man, and then I could call it Hulkamania? That's how it all started.
Making a lot of sense here. Yeah. Anyway, the kids find a shortwave radio that one of the terrorists left behind after they targeted Dave Dragon. And they use it to call the police scanner line and tell them that there's a fire somewhere in the city. There's a fire somewhere.
Fire!
Yeah. They just scream fire, yes.
And that is enough to call in all of the firefighters and police in the entire city to the theme park.
Who would like to describe how the terrorists then talk to the police? Can I take it? Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna run with this one. So the terrorists see all the police come up and they go, wait, okay, we need to open a line to them and then we can use them now to actually hold hostages. You know, like you would do normally in the first fucking place, but they're like, all right, let's put on the UHF band. So the hacker man makes all of their outgoing communications UHF now, which the FBI goes, wait, we've got a signal. And they show her on their television, and she's like, aha, FBI, I see you're here somehow. So I'm going to tell you my demands. And Dave Foley, the FBI agent, pulls out his shortwave radio and responds
to the UHF.
That's how that works.
The UHF.
It's not a video call.
But then the kids hack into it with their UHF shortwave radio and talk to their dad, Dave Foley, the FBI agent.
Okay, we didn't mention Amanda, did we? The hacker
girl?
No,
we didn't.
Don't worry, the movie forgets about her too.
All right,
yeah, for the most
So
part.
they got a new neighbor, Inventor Girl Amanda, who invents things like cards that are made of blades that you could throw like shurikens, and bladed yo-yos.
Wait, you forgot a good point about the cards. They make a gunshot sound when they land into something.
Yeah, that's true. When you throw it, it goes blam blam.
Because her dad works at special effects agencies.
Yeah, so that's the special effect. Is that it makes a gun sound.
Noise on it.
Yeah.
But like all of the things that she invents are like bladed hidden weapons.
It's all weapons.
It's all just blades. Everything is just a knife. It's like, oh, you see that card? It's actually a knife. That yo-yo? Knife. This
My
smoke
dad
bomb,
works in special effects.
Knife.
That's why I make switchblade knives. What? And she also has a helicopter drone, which is important later, I guess.
It's a good thing that this movie forgets about Amanda, because she's too cool for this movie.
Yeah.
God.
Little girl just making switchblades everywhere.
But the terrorists turned the ride up to 11. Which is
because you could do that.
Which is what you could do. And that scares the cops. Because there's people on a ride they're holding hostage, and they might get dizzy. Or even puke.
Or possibly die, you know.
Yeah. Whatever. 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 So Amanda gives the three ninjas her deadly bladed weapons and gives Tum Tum smoke bombs to help him teleport faster.
I was gonna say, I don't know why he needs smoke bombs. He can already teleport.
I guess.
Yeah, like, Tum Tum's fight scenes because let's make it clear, when we say that these are kids, the one kid is 15, the other one's like 12, 14, like, he's pretty close.
Yeah.
And then Tum Tum is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had to give Tum Tum the superpower of he's just constantly turning up behind all of the villains and being like, nothing personnel, and snapping their necks.
Like, Tum Tum does two things. He teleports and he punches them in the balls.
Yeah. I do want to say, too, the oldest kid, whose name I can't fucking remember.
Rocky, I think? Yeah.
Samuel Rocky Douglas Jr.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, shut the hell up. Nobody asked you. Sorry, go ahead.
He has, like, very early on in this movie, we kind of talked about it, he has this subplot where, like, oh, he's too cool for ninja stuff now, because he's 15. But then, like, 20 minutes into the movie, when he sees his brothers are being chased by, like, the bad guys, he immediately goes to help, and then this topic is never brought up again for the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Hey, this movie is good about... Listen, that's not fair to say that this movie doesn't, like, acknowledge things that they raise up early on. Like, Rocky's girlfriend comes back after 50 minutes away and is tied up for 30 seconds. Or how they have to fight in the dark after the montage scene in the opening minute and a half of the movie, and then they have to do it again at the final minute and a half.
Yeah.
See, they know how to pay off stuff.
Look at that payoff. So, after they call in the cops and the firefighters, and they get shot at by a bunch of AK-47s, and then get told about the ransom. This movie. They meet back up with Dave Dragon, who's like, alright kids, no more ninja stuff. Let the adults handle it. And then Dave, like, cocks a gun and walks off.
Yeah,
except he
the
doesn't.
gun is his arm.
Because he doesn't, because he has two fists, two guns right here. And Dave's master plan is to dress up as the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, and sneak in.
And sneak into the boss's mainframe facility.
Which, being fair, he does. For a bit.
He gets in there, and he starts kicking ass, until a very specific thing happens.
Was that the electric neck pinch?
Not yet. This is when Medusa got her dominatrix whip out.
She pulled out her dominatrix whip and grabbed his ankles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Dave Dragon got his ass beat, which is a recurring theme in this movie.
Just like in Final Fight with Hagar. Yeah. And Poison. Yeah, it all makes sense if you think about it. But he gets his ass kicked and he gets handcuffed so that Medusa can taunt him, I guess? Because he's Dave Dragon, the famed hero from that TV show.
Yeah, I guess they just want to keep him out of their plans because, again, no one knows what actors are in this universe.
I guess. But they didn't plan on Amanda, our super nerd.
Yes.
Yeah?
Who out-hacks the Jamaican hacker man and retakes all of the rides in the park. But
yeah, and this is because she's been to Hypnospace.
Oh man, their desktop screens are very, very, very good. I will give you that. We'll try and put up some of them. Like when she goes to do a hacker thing, it just says like code breaker, and it has like a big skull and crossbones across the front of it. And then she types in the password God, which
yeah, the password was God, I guess.
Which just lets her take over the park again. What I found really amazing is how much they just constantly were like, all right, let's constantly make Medusa a more and more competent character as everyone around her is a fucking moron. Here's a weird choice, because she just does everything slowly. Like, she just starts to become better and better at absolutely everything as all of the other henchmen and stuff become worse and worse, including Jim Varney's Lothar. Like, he just fades into the background more and more because Jamaican Hacker Man is out here doing hacking stuff, and he's like, oh no, she's locked me out. So Medusa goes over and she goes, oh god, fine, give me that. They have like this keyboard battle for 30 seconds between the two hackers. And then Medusa walks over and she just like unplugs the monitor and goes, see, this is how you do it.
Oh my god. Which is enough because Amanda was only able to hack 12 of the 13 rides at the park.
Yeah. But she just types like she hits like 2 buttons and instantly wins the hacker war and becomes the ultimate hacker now,
yeah, she
apparently.
Pseudo hack the roller coaster.
Yeah, it's like here where we basically learn that Medusa is actually like the main villain of Ernest, I guess. Because, like, I guess the reasoning for why they're doing this is because Medusa just broke out of jail like a month ago and she wants money to skip to another country.
Yeah. She wants to take a boat to Canada where they can't get her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird fucking plot. It is hard to parse what's happening because they constantly talk about like how important the glasses are and stuff. But we have no idea why.
I don't get it. Yeah.
There's so many things that just don't make any sense.
But Dave Dragon gets away. And then he starts fighting a bunch of ninja. Well, they're not ninjas yet. They're just goons.
Yeah, it's just
they turn into ninjas when they level up later?
Maybe?
I don't know.
Or
maybe they took a class like in between ninja class.
I liked Kobuddy's idea for what happened. That it was only once they got the money that all the ninjas showed up, so they had to pay the ninjas first before the ninjas could come in.
That makes sense. Yeah. But Dave's fighting a bunch of goons, and then Medusa shows up and solves the problem again.
Yep.
With a Vulcan neck pinch, I guess.
An electric Vulcan neck pinch.
Yeah, like a taser sound.
Yes, much like the shurikens have a gunshot noise on it. When she touches people, it goes zzz, and then they fall over. I guess. It was just with her hands. She didn't have a taser.
Yeah,
it's just...
she didn't have anything.
Yeah, but this leads to the best movie, or the best scene in the whole movie. Which is where they take Dave Dragon's limp body, drag it into a center of a roller coaster where the whole crowd of hostages is, and then they have a public execution for Dave Dragon.
Except they don't, because what they do is they untie him, and then the kid goes, "Hey Dave, why are you such a fucking loser?" And Dave Dragon is like, "Oh man." Well,
oh, they're right. Oh,
man, yeah, I guess you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to actually kill him. They're going to kill his spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought that child in who's... That's a venomous tongue.
Oh my god, the kid is part of the terrorists. He's there to demoralize Dave Dragon. But then all of the bad guys untie Dave Dragon and go back to turning their backs on him. So that he can just climb the entire roller coaster with all of the terrorists sitting there with their guns out as they watch him. And they're like, he seems like he's getting kind of closer, huh? Yeah, he's kind of, man, he's really climbing the, oh my god, he's right here and he's punching me in the face. Oh, goddamn.
My favorite
it's like that scene in fucking Monty Python, The Holy Grail, where the guards are watching the horse come closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, where they're watching Lancelot charge at them, and then suddenly he's just there stabbing them. Yeah, it is entirely that, yes.
It is that, yeah. My favorite part about that scene with the kid, though, is the kid's like, wow. Wow, Dave Dragon, you can't even stop a bullet. You're such a fucking loser.
Yo, what a fucking fraud.
Just kicking him while he's down. Goddamn.
And again, later on, Dave Dragon, once again, gets his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah. 5 minutes after this, he just instantly gets his shit kicked in. But when he's doing his escape from the center of this roller coaster, he takes out the one guard and then he zip lines down using his nunchucks to like break a wall so that all the people can get out. But as he's zip lining, all of the guards realize they have guns all of a sudden, and they turn and start shooting at him, firing directly into the crowd, making Dave Dragon liable for dozens of murders.
Yep. The body count in this movie is pretty high, surprisingly.
Oh yeah, there would be so many dead people in this. And they kind of show some of them where you're like, okay, that person's legitimately gotta be dead.
Yeah.
But so Ernest is told by the nephews that Rocky's girlfriend is here. So he abducts the girlfriend to tie her to a roller coaster. I don't know, like fucking Snidely Whiplash, I guess.
The ropes also didn't look tight at all.
No, they were
did not
loose.
look tied.
No, and for some reason they also tie her to the side of the track instead of across it, which I mean, it would still kill her. Probably
kill anybody. Don't be unreasonable, Ilion.
It'd probably still kill her, but it's just a weird look. Like, why would you do it that way? Wait, I think that we discovered who was loading up the AK. I get it now. This man has spatial problems. Is it the guy that has the eye patch that looks like Sagat? Is this what happened?
Does he have a depth perception problem?
I was gonna say, is he just like, wait a minute? Do they not understand how depth perception works, and they just think that it means that he wants to rotate everything 90 degrees the wrong way?
Oh my god. But this whole plan is just to draw Rocky out so that they can attack him one-on-one instead of the three ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's 15. And he's too old for this ninja shit.
Listen, Summer's really important to him now.
and this causes Ernest and him to have a New York Ninja one-on-one rat tail fight.
Yeah.
Kobuddy, how does this fight happen? What happens in this damn fight?
They start climbing up the fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like, they go to the very top of, like, a loop for no reason. Which, again, in any other, like, actual kung fu movie, would probably be pretty cool set piece.
To make...
Hear it...
I want to set a couple of things with the scene here. Because you're saying, like, for no reason. Because, for example, you'd be like, okay, well, maybe the girlfriend is tied to the top. No! She's tied to the bottom of the loop.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for them to climb it. And when they climb it, God, I don't know what they were doing for... We were discussing how they filmed this and, like, what technique they used to make it look like this. Because it's like they fast-forwarded the footage, but also cut out a bunch of the frames. It's like really bad stop-motion animation, except that it's real people climbing. So...
Yeah, it looks so weird.
Why? Why does it look like that? Who decided that was the way that you should film this?
They edited it like a claymation, you know.
Yeah,
it
looks like stop motion,
Yeah, like it was, but it was also like it was fast forwarded from regular speed, but then, like you said, frames chopped out to make it look choppier. You could just film them. You could just film them climbing. Like, just as an aside, you could just film them.
I have a theory. So, Tum Tum can teleport. Rocky can manipulate time. Think about it.
This is getting more and more Kojima as it goes along. Medusa's got electric powers.
and
the
Colt
gunshot
has
shurikens definitely makes sense.
Yeah. See, it's all adding up. Yeah, but
makes sense,
they were fighting with a katana. But now they're just punching on top of the roller coaster, which has the stopped cars with the hostages in it at the top to set the scene more. And then as they're punching each other, Rocky pulls out his knife blade yo-yo.
Yeah.
And cuts Jim Varney on the face and then, like, wraps around his leg and throws him off?
Right, we did miss one part, and that is that, at some point, like, during the katana fight, Lothar, like, puts the katana between the kid's legs?
Oh, yeah!
It's such a weird fucking shot!
He cut off his dick! It was weird! Why did that happen? Why? It's so weird.
The kid eventually gets the upper hand anyway and kicks Jim Varney off of the loop of the roller coaster, killing him. Except he doesn't, because of course he hits some awnings and lands in some cardboard boxes in the back of a flatbed truck, which would absolutely break his 30-foot fall. Or 50-foot fall? Probably more like 50 feet.
Yeah, but all the cops shot him afterwards.
Well, I was just going to say, and then all the cops that were outside of the park teleport inside of the park just so that they can shoot Jim Varney and then teleport back outside it again to be of no use for the rest of the movie.
Classic cop move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, at the same time, the FBI is trying to get them to pay the ransom. And the billionaire is very sad that he's going to lose his money because his Benjamins are gone. Oh no.
And his Alexander Hamiltons.
I feel so bad for him not having money anymore. Oh.
I was going to say, I love Kobuddy's reaction the whole time that this was happening, just constantly going like, why do we care? Why do we care about this man's money? Why do we care? Why could we possibly care about this? Because this was a side character that was introduced for 30 seconds as needing to give money. And then it just, he's crying big weepy tears about his money for 5 minutes. And it's like this, we're supposed to care about his character and all of his money?
I'm assuming it was supposed to be a joke?
I guess.
The problem was it wasn't funny.
That's a big assumption.
Yeah. But as they're dropping the bags of money, Amanda, the super nerd, uses her helicopter with sharpened blades. Like everything else she has, to chop one of the money bags up and spill money everywhere, which is bad, because now the poors can get the money.
Okay, being a little fair to this movie, they don't actually frame it as, like, a bad thing.
Well, I mean, the billionaire is like, hey, that's my money, stop taking my money. At the same time, Medusa's like, hey, that's my money, stop taking my money. It's kind of bad.
I do like the shot of them both yelling, like, my money! If anything, I kind of agree with Kobuddy on that one, because it kind of equates at that point the billionaire to Medusa, where they're both like, oh man, all my money!
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they abduct Amanda as a hostage to, I don't know, annoy the three ninjas, I guess?
Well, okay, Medusa does say a very fucked up line.
That's what I was just, I was like, wait a minute, no, there's a reason. Go ahead, Kobuddy.
Where she says, I'm going to keep you as my slave to make up for the money you stole from me.
Yup.
Yeah. I figure about 50 years will do the trick.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, so one thing that we haven't really mentioned all that much about this movie is its weird kind of like tonal underpinnings, in that it's done as like this goofy, fun kids movie, but all of the things that are actually happening are super fucking dark. Like, they're really fucked up.
Like terrorists shooting random, theme park goers.
Like terrorists killing random families of children, like, with children and
execution.
Stuff. Yeah, in executions, and, like, saying they're gonna use them as slave labor for years. Like, it's all this kind of stuff, and it's they just kind of hand-wave it away, but it doesn't really work as being hand-waved away.
Overly sexy dominatrix.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Sexy nun-dominatrix.
I wonder what that's for. Anyways. God. But they abduct Amanda, and Dave and the kids go to save her. in the boiler room of the park, I guess. And then Dave gets knocked out because he's absolutely worthless. And the kids get into a fight with actual ninjas, which are not the same as thugs, I guess. One of which they shove like a giant, I don't know, like machinery screw up his asshole.
There's a piece of rebar. It looked like,
right up his butt.
Rebar. Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. Why did that happen?
Well, okay, Boix, you were the one that said that this is a dog movie, and I'm slowly coming around to you, because with the dominatrix nun and the rebar ass.
And the rebar butt, yeah. And the kid that pissed his pants that they zoomed in on for some reason.
Shit. Oh god, they zoomed in on that 3 times.
Right, yeah,
they really wanted you to know that kid peed his pants. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, because the guy that looks like Hurley from Lost just, like, screamed at a kid and the kid pissed his pants.
Yeah,
that was weird.
Yeah,
what?
If there's one thing this movie that you really need to put in your kids movie, you know, for children in theaters, is a bunch of zoom-ins on another child's dick as he pisses himself.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Anyway, the Medusa decides she's had enough about these fucking ninja kids and pulls out an AK and does the only thing that would be reasonable. That's right, she shoots the lights out.
Mm-hmm.
What?
None of these people understand how guns work. They don't understand actors and they do not understand guns.
Well, okay, so she shoots the lights out because the ninjas are equipped for this situation. Her ninjas, not the kid ninjas. Those are different. They have night vision goggles, clearly. So then the kids get their ass kicked in the dark because they didn't actually get trained to fight in the dark. They just got their ass kicked.
Yeah, they just got their ass beat by their grandpa.
I mean, to reiterate, they have a big scene, so the kid falls off and is like hanging on, and then they pull him up and they show him a picture of the grandfather in the dark.
Yeah, that came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
And it has his voiceover from the beginning, where again the lesson was, to reiterate, be humble, because you never know when the lights will go out and somebody kicks the shit out of you. That was the lesson. The lesson wasn't fighting, here's how to fight in the dark. The lesson was, oh man, don't fight in the dark. Somebody's gonna kick the shit out of you. Like, that's literally, the literal lesson is learn humility, because you never know when your ass will get kicked. And they're like, oh, humility. Now we can fight in the dark. It's like,
well,
what?
Yeah. So learning about humility gave them enough XP to level up and choose a new skill, though.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
So they chose Daredevil vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now they can just fight by sonar with their eyes closed. I guess. Whatever.
God.
But they beat up all the ninjas in the dark. Medusa straps a bomb next to Amanda. Is like, alright, well, fuck it. I guess you're dead. Not my problem anymore.
Fine, I won't have a child slave. Instead, I'll just kill her.
Ugh. And then the ninjas show up, the 3 ninjas, and they're like, oh god, we have to disarm this bomb. What do we do? Use my hacking computer to hack the bomb. Oh god, it says your laptop's low on charge. Did you even plug it in at all today? What the hell? Just plug it in. There's a plug right there. Aw, jeez.
Oh, fucking right.
We can't plug in your laptop. There's a whole fucking thing about this laptop. We can't plug in your laptop because this is a 2-prong plug and you have a 3-prong adapter. I'll just remove the ground. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Also, that 3-pronged laptop plug is like an industrial vacuum kind of like plug-in. Like it's for like a piece of shop equipment, because like one of those giant round ones. Do you know what I mean? Like it is a massive round plug-in. Like there's no way that any laptop in all of existence has ever had a plug-in like that.
It's very stupid, is what it is.
Yes.
But they can't hack the bomb, so Rocky has a good idea. Let's just climb down this ladder into this pipe to contain the bomb, so that when it blows up, it blows up. Oh no, we're gonna... Sorry, my bad. We're gonna take these torpedo tanks they use to get in here.
Yeah, the scuba tanks.
With their nano machines. Like, oh yeah, scuba tanks, not torpedo tanks. They make a torpedo out of the tank.
They make a torpedo out of them, yes.
You know, as one does.
By shearing off the valves.
Yeah, torpedo, we mean they just tape 3 of them together with the bomb on top.
Yeah, because that's how that would work, obviously.
Yeah, so that boat was in the middle of the ocean. I just want to point out, it was pretty far away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and they were having to go through an underwater entrance, and they just fire it down a hallway, and then it... See, what it is, it's very, very simple, boy, because let me explain it to you. Okay,
nanomachines? Is that?
No.
Okay.
Pay attention to the power sets of all the characters. Tum Tum uses his teleportation to send
yeah, that makes sense.
the torpedo directly into the boat, murdering all of the terrorists in a massive explosion.
Hey. Like 6 of them get off the boat in time.
Oh, yeah, they just killed, like, 40 goons.
And they're then stranded out in the middle of the ocean?
Well...
Yeah. They're not dead.
To be fair, only one of them made it to shore.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah, Medusa, yeah.
The rest drowned, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And then she gets caught, and then all of the cops are there, and like, oh, wow, these 3 boys are heroes, and they're doing the big denouement kind of thing. And they go... No, see, there's actually somebody here who's the real hero. And in the background, like 3 background character rows back, you can see Amanda's head kind of like poking around like a bunch of the parents and stuff. And they go, yeah, there's one character who did a whole lot of things, you know, hacked away all of the people that were trying to kill with the rides, like stop them from doing that. Managed to like stop the bomb at various points, gave everybody a bunch of weapons. That's right, Dave the Dragon, everyone.
Dave Dragon from the
not
hit
some
series
girl.
Star Wars 5.
Dave Dragon.
No girl. Ugh.
And then Dave gets all the credit. Oh, and also it was Tum Tum's birthday or whatever.
Oh yeah, it was Tum Tum's birthday, which I guess was brought up very early on. But this movie is.
I don't remember it at all.
I
am giving the movie a benefit of the doubt.
Don't.
A singular benefit of the doubt.
Do not.
Assume it was brought up once.
I advise against this course of action.
Okay, but like, so let's say you're watching a Mission Impossible movie, and at the end it's like, oh, by the way, it was this person's birthday.
Yeah, Tom Cruise pulls off like his Mission Impossible mask, and then everybody like comes up and they're like, "Happy birthday, Mr. Impossible!"
That's how more movies should end.
Mr.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Mr.
his
Impossible.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they call him. Yeah.
No, that's what they call him. I'm pretty sure. Why else would they name the movie that way?
End of a Bond movie. By the way, it's also Bond's birthday.
Everybody gets on the streamers.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Aw, thanks.
More movies should end on a, by the way, it's this character's birthday, and then it just ends.
God damn.
That's the movie we watched.
I'm still mad that you did this.
You know what? There wasn't a single Game Gear. I feel ripped off.
I think my problem is, okay, have you actually seen a Three Ninjas movie before, Boix?
No.
Yeah, okay, I did as a child, so I did not want to watch this. I saw one of these when I was like 8, and even being 8, it was not any better. That did not make it better. Let me tell you right now.
Uh-huh. I watched Beverly Hills Ninja. Does that count? That one's probably worse.
God,
I also watched Beverly Hills Chihuahua, which was pretty bad.
Oh, that one was awful.
We didn't watch Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
We watched the
We
second
watched
one or
Beverly
something.
Hills Chihuahua 2.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the second movie is all about classism. Ugh. But, like, the wrong messages.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, there were 3 ninjas, there were 2 dogs, there was 1 Ernest, there was a dominatrix,
God
there was a
damn it,
cop
there were-
dad.
Okay, we can rate the dogs. Let's rate the dogs.
Uh-huh.
There's Big Dog 1 and Big Dog 2. Those
They
are the
get their
only
asses beat
dogs.
for like.
They did get their asses beat. That's true.
Oh yeah,
But-
no, those small children like kick them off of a. Oh god, we didn't really mention the whole scene there. There's an Old West like stage play that's going on in the park, and they crash it, and all the crowd was like, "Oh god, this stupid lame show." And then the kids come in and start throwing criminals off of the building and into like barricades, breaking their noses and faces and arms and shit. And the crowd's like, "Hell yeah, blood sport, blood sport,
Sport, sport,
Blood,
sport, sport, sport.
blood. Yeah, they loved it.
So I guess that what we're saying is that if you want to make your kids' movie better, execute some dogs. Man, this is a dog movie.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Big Dog 1 and Big Dog 2 is that they wrote Big Dog in, like, Bic pen
Yeah.
on their knuckles.
Which also is great, because that's not 8 letters, as you might have noticed.
It's true. There's a space there.
God, this movie sucked.
I would give them a, I don't know.
I'm no
Getting
longer
thrown
rating
out
them.
of a. I'm rating them getting thrown out of a sugar glass window out of 10.
I don't want to rate anybody in this film. We're definitely not rating Hulk Hogan, the worst boy.
No, you could rate Ernest. That's a pretty good dog.
Okay, Ernest is a pretty good boy. I'll give you Ernest.
Yeah. Well, that happened.
That's the end, and that's
the end.
send. Happy birthday,
Send.
Kobuddy!
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Kobuddy.
birthday! If you'd like to check out all of our social media, we're Rough Cuts Cast on Twitter still for a little while until I can get an invite to any other social media site that might be better. We're also on Co-Host, which is a social media site that is much better, and on TikTok, where we'll put up like various GIFs and videos and stuff from our actual watch of this. So if you want to see like some very bad hacker screams, we might be able to put some of those up on here. And hey, Kobuddy.
Yeah, I'm
What do
Kobuddy.
you have to plug?
I'm Kobuddy _ on Twitter and on Twitch. I try to stream usually every Monday, Wednesday. Usually there's also some extra streams. Been really into Fear and Hunger lately. I've been streaming a lot of that. And generally every other week I run a game show called Death Notes, which is a death battle based game show in which I take 2 teams of people and make them try and guess who the internet has decided should fight.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's an absolute blast. Thank you for showing up, and happy birthday.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. It's not Kobuddy. I can already tell what the intro is. It's just going to be you yelling at me.